Hey folks, Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you happen to be watching or listening to this, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to talk about the concept that chronic disease never has a single cause. Chronic disease never or almost never has a single cause. This is important because often the regular medical system and we ourselves tend to chase a single cause, hoping to find the thing that's causing our issues for us. And while that sometimes can happen, it's very rare in chronic disease. Now, quickly here, what is chronic disease and how is it different? Okay, so there are two diseases can be put into two categories. You have what are called your acute diseases. This is like getting a cold. An acute disease comes on quickly, runs its course, and it doesn't stick around and last a long time. One of two things happen. We get better, or things get very, very bad and go in an extremely negative direction, right? We get sick with a cold. The vast majority of the time we get better, we feel better, the cold is gone, we're back to normal. It came on quickly, it was there, and it's gone now. Or in rare instances, unfortunately, things go very bad, we get sick and die from that cold. So acute issues do not last a long time. A broken bone is another example of an acute issue. You didn't have it. You fell down, got in an accident, something happened, you fell out of a tree, broke the bone. Now it's a concern. That bone is going to heal itself up and it's gone. It's not an issue anymore. Or sometimes, unfortunately, it does not. Now, we contrast this with what we call chronic diseases. Most digestive issues and autoimmunity are not acute issues, even though it may have felt like it came on very quickly. In most instances, when we really track it back, we look at a person's life, we kind of pull it apart and look at it, we often see the rumblings of that digestive issue or that autoimmunity going back months, years, or even decades for a person. While they may not have noticed it and it appeared to come on suddenly, most of the time it's just not the case. And in a chronic issue, it's not something you get it, you have it, and it's gone. It doesn't work that way. So having something like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or one of a whole host of autoimmune diseases, it didn't come on suddenly, and it sticks around. It's not really going anywhere. It doesn't go away, despite the fact that that's what we want, right? We want to, just like when we're sick with a cold, we want to take the treatment and we want it to be gone and not come back and be an issue for us. Unfortunately, chronic diseases don't work that way. Now, the thing with an acute disease, like we talked about, a cold or a broken bone, is often there's a single factor going on. You know, we got sick with a cold virus. That's the problem. Or we got a cut and we got a bacterial infection. There is a bacteria that's causing that, whatever is going on. Or a broken bone, obviously, there was one issue, falling out of a tree or getting in a car accident that broke that bone. There's one single issue. Now, recognize that for most of our life on this planet as a species, human beings, the biggest concerns that we had were infections and injuries. And regular medicine grew up to take care of those two issues for the most part and has done an incredible job. You know, you could be dying of a bacterial infection, get an antibiotic, and be restored to life and wellness and go from being super sick to a relatively short time later being healthy and active and everything working well for you. Or surgeries can work miracles. You know, car accident, we're dying, we go into surgery, they save our lives, and we're back to living our lives again. So regular medicine is incredibly good at treating these acute issues where there's one single cause for what's going on, an infection with this bacteria or an injury. Those are great. The problem is, the fundamentals here, with chronic issues, with digestive issues and autoimmunity, it is very rare for there to be one singular issue going on that is causing it. So all the time we see practitioners and we see people chasing one thing. If I just get the perfect diet, it's just something I'm eating. And if I find that one thing and I take it out of my diet, boom, my problems will go away. Or it's just a gut problem, and if I just treat this parasite or SIBO or some other issue, I treat it, it's gone, everything will go back to normal. Now, occasionally that does happen, but it is very rare that a chronic disease has one singular thing that's causing it. Almost always, 98% of the time, it is a mix of a whole bunch of factors coming together. It absolutely often is something you're eating or not eating, but it's also your sleep, your exercise, your stress levels, your digestive function, your hormonal balance, etc., etc., etc. There are a whole host of different factors. This is why simply treating one factor rarely works in the long term to help people go from sick to healthy to thriving. It can help people go from sick to feeling better, which is great, but it often rarely gets to the root causes of what's going on. If you haven't listened to the 11-part series, yes, 11-part series on the Aspire method, I urge you to go back and check out those videos or audio. That has been my attempt to move away from the idea that there is a singular cause for what's going on and to recognize that in almost all chronic issues, there are 11 possible root causes. Now, is everyone going to have all 11? No. Most of the time, people have a couple of major factors and a handful of minor factors that are going on. And it's when they truly address all of those factors together, that's when they not only feel better, but they get the long-term and sustainable benefits they're looking for. All right, folks, so the lesson here, the issue is chronic issues, unlike acute things like a cold or a broken bone, almost never have a singular cause. It's almost always a host of different factors together. And one of the mistakes that we commonly make as people looking for answers, and even as health practitioners trying to help people, is focusing too much on a singular cause. You know, some people it's diet, some people it's emotions, some people it's gut health, etc., etc., etc. All of these things can be important and can make a huge difference for some people. But the trick here is recognizing there is no single cause, and to get the results we want, it's treating all of the causes, treating all of those issues. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Listen, if you want someone to look at all of these issues, you're looking for some help, you're sick and tired of dealing with digestive issues, now is the time to take action. You're willing to make an investment of time, money, and energy, and heck, you're friendly, coachable, and open-minded. You're ready to do this thing. Right? Let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if we are the right fit together, work together. We're definitely not the right fit for everyone, but if we are the right fit, we could help to transform your life. All you need to do is go to the website, aspirenaturalhealth.com. That's ASPIRE, Aspire Natural Health, all one word there. .com. There are two buttons for you. One says apply. One says apply for help. Listen, if you're ready and you want to go now, and you're ready, you're willing to do this thing, then click on the button that says apply for help. Let's get some information. Let's have a chat together. Let's see if we're the right fit to work together. If we're not quite there yet, you want to learn more, then you click on the button that says ask about price and availability. That's going to tell you more about the way that we work, whether when you're listening to this video we have any openings to work with people or we are on a waiting list, and what the investment looks like to work together. You can learn all of that information. If it all sounds good, then please click the other button. Click the button that says apply for help. Let's have a chat together, see if we're the right fit. Again, if we are, we'll move forward, we'll help, we'll transform your life. If we're not the right fit, that is okay. It's no problem. We will still do our very best to help you. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Until next time, take care.